Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Let's watch a Disney Channel original movie. Brown Boy Wonder Podcast presents Disney Rewatch.
Welcome to the Disney Rewatch edition of the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Every month, of course, my guests and I are going to rewatch our favorite Disney DComs, or maybe watching it the first time. But today, we are going to watch or talk about the Disney Channel original movie, the 1998's Brink. Before we get into it, let me bring on my guest here. My first guest, he told me he skates all the time. Skates all the time. It is Skyler. Skyler, how are you doing today?
I'm a soul skater. You know, I was doing okay. I just opened a Pokemon pack on Pokemon TCG Pocket just now, right as you started recording this. And I got the Mewtwo cinematic card.
Oh.
Which is cool, or it would be cool if it wasn't the third one I've gotten. I've gotten no other cinematic cards, but I have 3 goddamn Mewtwo's. You tell me how that's fair.
That's not fair, but let me bring my last guest here. He does not wear a helmet. He skates. It is Daniel. Daniel, how are you doing today, man?
I don't skate.
You know what? For the record, I also don't skate. Don't listen to Abrar's lies.
Abrar's been lying. And if I did skate, I wouldn't wear a helmet because I'm no wuss.
There we go. Oh, wuss becomes a big term in this movie for sure.
I'm no wuss, and I love CTE, so I would never wear a helmet.
Beautiful. Of course, I don't skate either, but this movie made me want to skate.
You know what? I take issue with the phrase "skate" used in this movie. They're like, I skate. I'm a soul skater. Those are roller blades. You're blading.
You can't say that though. That's a different thing.
It's a little different. But I do have a question for you guys.
Do
you guys think skating or rollerblading is overrated in 2025?
How can it be? When's
I don't
the
think
last
it's
time
rated.
you saw any? It's not even on the radar.
It's not rated.
When's the last time you saw somebody rollerblading down the street?
Rollerblading? Never.
Or skating for you know.
Oh, I did see kids like on the scooter, but that's not
the same thing at all.
That's not the same. That's not even what I asked.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring it back. For your hubris, you now have to go buy inline skates, and you have to be the guy.
And this movie said they're expensive, so
they are. I think
they're not. But this movie also said that $200 a week was like a lot of money. So,
I mean, it is to some people.
Well, of course, this movie was directed by Greg B-Man, and this is probably the first time. I will not ask you guys the budget or the box office.
Thank God. Let's stop it here.
Because I have no information on that, on those two things. So, congrats on you guys.
Couldn't find it. Congrats to me.
Couldn't find it.
We hit it.
There's no box office. It just went to TV.
Yeah, I know.
True.
Which makes me. What did you say about box office for Smart House? Because that also went to TV.
Let me go back here. There was a budget.
The last episode of my own.
Well, every movie has a budget. The fact that they don't say the budget for this is a little bit sus, although I assume it's low.
It's probably around like how Smart House. It was $130,000 for Smart House. It could be around the same.
Yeah, I can't. Well, Smart House had visual effects.
Yeah.
not whether or not they were good. It's made for TV kids movie, but this had stunts. It had a stunt team. They had to rent at least the outside of a high school to do some stuff. They had to rent skate equipment, skating ramps.
Yeah.
Had to find extras who could skate.
I'm sure during that time they could find them easily.
Nah, everyone was skateboarding. That's different.
True.
Yeah, it's so interesting that they chose roller skates, rollerblading.
Yeah. It is cool though. I feel like it's more crazier than skateboarding.
They made it. This movie did do an all right job of making it seem like on the same level of the time for like skateboarding or X Games type biking or whatever.
For sure. I mean, I liked it. When I was watching, I was like, man, I feel like I gotta lace up some boots.
There were some okay skate tricks in this.
There's some good ones. Let's get into the cast here. Of course, we got our main dude. You gotta help me here, guys. It is Eric Von Deeten as, of course, Andy.
Yeah, that's good.
That was correct? Okay.
Yeah.
By Andy Brinker.
Brink! He's the Brink.
He's the Brink.
He's the Brinkman.
This guy was in Princess Diaries.
Was he?
Yes.
He was the one that Anne Hathaway wanted to smooch, and then he was stupid, so she didn't.
Damn. Too bad for him. The next guy is Sam Horrigan as Val. Horrigan.
Yeah, I don't know. This dude doesn't even have like a link to click on. I didn't look up his IMDb or nothing. So, but yeah.
Shout out to him.
Dude, what's he doing? I want to know.
We got Christina Vandel as Gabriella.
She was in Freaky Friday.
Yes, yeah, as one of her friends or the frenemies.
She was in that band.
Yes,
because Lindsay Lohan was in a band, and she was in the band too.
That was her.
And they're making the sequel to Freaky Friday, Friday. So she's gonna be back.
Be even freakier in it.
Oh,
Val was in Little Giants.
Little Giants.
Yeah,
that's an
old.
He
said I want to know what he was in, so I looked it up. He was in Little Giants.
Wow.
We got David Graff as Ralph Brinker, the dad.
I don't have anything else to say about most of these people.
Most of the other people on IMDb don't even have pictures.
Pretty sure the mom was in a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah, I've seen her around.
Oh, like at the store?
Yeah, like that.
She's definitely not from here.
We got from Smart House. I think that is her, right? Is it Robin Riker? Maddie Brinker.
She didn't even change clothes between sets.
And I said, because this came out first, and I said when we recorded the Smart House podcast that when we first see her in Smart House, she's got rollerblades.
True.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I feel like she from this movie set.
I feel like she has less scenes in this movie.
Yeah, well, she's less important.
Yeah.
The house was not jumping in this movie.
Oh, it was not. And for the rest, we'll get into them later.
Unless you're saving it, there's one very, very important person.
I'm saving it.
Okay.
But yeah, let's get into the plot here. Oh, before we get into the plot, what was y'all's first thoughts on this movie? Or you guys first time watching it, right?
Yeah, it was my first time watching it.
No, I've seen this movie a couple of times. For sure.
My first thought was that I was mad that you were making me watch it. I went into this movie so angry because I was like, "Stupid Abrar wants me to watch this. He doesn't even pay me to be here. I gotta watch Brink." And the Chargers just lost, and I was mad.
Yeah,
I was so angry, and then whatever.
I apologize. Oh, you had a good time.
They had to get your hopes up because you started this season by abandoning them. So they had to hurt you. No.
I abandoned them like 3 seasons ago. I came back. That's the
difference. There you go. But yeah, I thought it was a fun movie. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it definitely could have been worse. It's fine. Spoiler alert. I think I gave on the last thing. I gave Smart House 3 stars
Mhm.
out of the 5. This one I gave 3 stars as well. It's the same. I'd say this one probably is somehow slightly a higher quality than Smart House. Smart House felt very cheap.
It's probably because
Yeah.
the effects look so bad, and this one
Yeah.
didn't have any effects to look bad.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Yeah, it was a good. It was what it needed to be for a cheap kids television movie about rollerblading.
Honestly. What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, I really like this one. When I think of DCOM's Disney Channel original movies, this is like in the top probably 4 or 5 first ones that I think of, and then I have to start like really struggling to think of honestly like most of the other ones that you put on the list of ones that we're supposed to watch. So yeah, I think on most people's lists of Disney Channel original movies, this is going to be pretty high up on there. And I think it's not like, you know, the most amazing movie in the world is not going to win like awards, but as a kid watching it, you're like, hell yeah, I ain't no sellout.
Oh, man.
You could win a skate championship.
Could do it.
All right, let's get into the plot here. We see Andy Brinker, and his skating best friends, Peter, Jordy, and Gabriella, waiting for the bus due to Andy's tardiness. Don't worry, guys. Andy has an idea to skate to their destination. Jordy, do
If
you
you'd
wake up?
skated to the bus stop, they probably wouldn't have been late because it left like 4 seconds before you got there.
Honestly, yeah, they should have just left him.
I would have.
But
No, you never leave a friend behind.
He ain't no
That's
friend.
true.
He's a sellout.
Well, he
Well-
left them behind. That's why they get mad.
That's what I'm
well,
saying.
Andy will tell you, Jordy, did you wake up and ask yourself, today I'm going to talk or I'm going to skate? I really like that line.
Ooh.
Well, the best friends and the Andy, they rode a blade down to the beach. They spotted a photographer for Skating Magazine, and they decided to get some real roller blading. So they're showing off.
This photographer, he's
What a cuck.
trying to be sneaky, and he's like he's wearing a cap that says the magazine he's taking pictures for, but he's like crouched down, like far away. He looks left, he looks right, make sure no one sees him, taking sneaky pictures. I'm like, dude, you're wearing the hat.
Yeah, he's being very sus, but just show that you're from. Maybe he's not a photographer.
Ooh,
That'd be kind of
maybe he's evil.
like Bubble Bass.
Okay, that's Nickelodeon. How dare
That is
you?
Nickelodeon.
We're at Disney Channel right now.
Sorry, we're in Disney World here. Well, I'll say they're pretty good at rollerblading here, and the photographer's there, but the photographer's there for a different thing. They're there for the semi-professional skating team called the X Blades, led by Val, who all attend at the same high school. Thoughts on the X Blades? They look kind of real good.
It's so funny that the highest ranked skater in the world is just this
Kid.
California high school kid. That's not at all. In real life, the highest ranked rollerblader in the entire world would be like 48-year-old balding man who weighs like 110 pounds, or it would be a 9-year-old Korean girl. It'd be one of those two things. It wouldn't be Mr. Longhair McGee over here.
That's true. This is very movie trope in Disney, at least.
Yeah, he's just an evil version of Brink.
He's Bizarro.
Yeah,
true.
kind of. Yeah, he's Skate Bizarro.
And they got this. I just want to say this now. They got this weird chemistry between Val and Andy from the start. Very weird chemistry.
Weird
Well-
is one way of putting it.
Yeah. We'll get into it though. But I think Peter, that's his name, one of the friends of the Soul Skaters. He attempted a 540, but he crash landed. Do you guys think that you guys can ever do a 540? I don't think I can.
I don't even think I could stand up on rollerblades.
I don't even think
Yeah.
that was that guy's name.
His name is Peter.
There was definitely a guy named Peter.
Wasn't there a guy named like? There was a Geordie. There was an Arn. Was Peter Arn?
No, Arn is Worm.
Yeah.
They call that guy Worm.
Who ate the worm?
No, that
Mm.
Val ate the worm. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh.
We're all eating worms.
The one
Uh huh.
who. Okay, the only way I can describe that. So there's Brink. There's Girl.
Right.
I'm sorry, guy. I'm gonna call him. There's Fat Brink.
Oh no.
You mean Jordy?
He looks like Andy. Was that his name?
Jordy.
Jordy. There's the cast list here. There's a guy named Jordan. Is that?
That's not him.
What?
I think Jordan. It's just spelled with an O.
It's Jordy. Oh, they messed up there.
And then there's the other one, and the other one's name was Peter.
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 Not Peter Griffin.
He just has
But-
the same hair as Brink, and he has
Yeah.
like a more full, I'll say chubbier looking face. So calling him Fat Brink is very mean, but
It
Yes.
is.
that's what I'm gonna call him for now.
Right.
All right. Well, the X-Blades.
Fat Brink.
X-Blades crashed with Andy's group about taking the pit for the time being. The X-Blades took over, but Andy had an idea. He told the skaters around the area that the X-Blades were talking trash about them. So
Why are we calling him Andy? His name's Brink.
Yeah, call
Okay.
him Brink. What are we
All
doing
right.
here?
all right, his name is Brink. So the skaters tried to square up to the X-Blades, and then pretty much nothing happened. In the next scene, we see Andy.
Don't skip over when Brink tries to get a bunch of like 30-year-old skateboarders to kill his fellow high school mates.
Yeah, he goes over and he tells all the big skateboarder guys, he's like, "Hey, I hear that you guys are weak and have small wieners. I mean, I
Yeah.
heard it from that guy." And they're like, "Dude, no high school is going to talk about my wiener." And goes over and tries to beat
My
his
friend
head.
over there, his name is Evil Brink over there. He called you doo-doo butt. Is that true?
Yeah, Dark
And then
Dark Brink.
then they all go over, and these like 6'4", 30-year-olds are like, "What's up? What's up, little bro? What's up?" Pushing him down. What are you doing?
You have something to say?
Well, we didn't see the aftermath after that, but in the next scene, we see Brink's dad being pissed off that his
Oh my
son
God.
is happy all the time as Brink enters the house.
I've never seen a man in a Disney Channel movie, at least, who hates his son more than this guy. He's so
Give it time.
angry. He's so angry. He's like, that kid of ours. He wakes up and he's happy. What's he got to be happy about? How
That's what
dare
I'm
he?
saying. My back hurts.
No, I feel
School's
it.
starting.
I understand.
I hate this kid. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's like he. To be fair, Brink does come in the kitchen. He's like, right, first day of school. It's gonna be awesome. It's like, shut up.
Shut up.
We're all suffering. This life is a nightmare
Well,
with you, Brink.
well, the dad compares his daughter, Katie, that she's a normal child when she complains about going to school. The mom mentions that the Wyatt family are Mormons, so they do homeschooling.
Yeah.
I remember the Mormon bit, but were
Yeah.
they really called the Wyatt family?
They're called the Wyatt family. So,
Did she
Yeah,
say
she-
the Wyatt family, or did she say like, oh,
She says the Wyatts.
the Wyatt, I got his
Oh.
subtitles, WYATT. Is she
That's
talking
them.
about the Wyatt family from
that's the Wyatt
War
family.
Wrestling Entertainment?
We're here.
Well, did the Wyatt family exist in 1998 when this show happened?
Absolutely not.
They were teenagers.
Whoa. So they didn't exist at the time this movie came out, and they don't exist now.
No, they don't.
So
No,
They
well, we
don't.
have we have the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, Wyatt
yeah,
6.
but like WWE forgot that they had them, so I did too.
Mm.
Yeah, where they been, Abrar? Where are they?
Yeah,
They,
you're watching 20 hours a week.
of course. They're using him as like special attraction.
Who's the last Wyatt Six member you saw on television?
It was
Yeah,
it was
who-
all of them together.
Where?
They're
The last thing I heard about was they all had a match against Karrion Kross and the Losers, and then they lost.
They're still having beef with them. The
They
story is
lost
still
to
going
Karrion
on.
Kross and the people that we forgot the names of.
No, they're still having beef with them, and the Miz is still part of it. So,
How did the Miz get in there?
because
What does
of
this have to
Karrion,
do with Brink?
Because
Oh,
Miz was
excuse
3.
the Wyatt family.
I just realized something. I'm sorry. This is like both off topic and not really off topic, but it's definitely like a peek behind the curtain spoiler. Maybe I shouldn't be saying
Sure.
this.
Yeah.
But bro, you've got to set up with this little schedule. Like, oh, every month we'll watch one of these DComs, and we'll talk. I'm looking at this, and I only just now realizing you didn't put High School Musical on here.
Ah, that's crazy, right?
That's like the number one from our era. Also,
There's like a lot of really big ones missing, and they've been replaced by whatever the hell Up and Away is.
Oh, it's classic.
No one thinks that, but you, I'm sure.
I didn't even notice Up. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Up.
I mean, we're gonna find out next month, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I won't be here for that one. You think I'm
Ah,
watching
come
Up and
on.
Away?
It has
I
George Jefferson.
almost didn't watch this one.
It had George Jefferson from the Jeffersons. He's in it.
Was he away?
No, he's a superhero in this
Talk about
one.
Sherman Helmsley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so Brink then.
Yes, Brink. So Andy is off to school, and his dad gave him a bologna on white with extra mayo for lunch. Do you guys eat
He was
that?
pumped about it. What do you mean, you guys?
I tell you what he means.
What do you mean, you guys?
I'll know exactly what he means. He says he means white people.
He said, "Hey, crackers, what?
I
Y'all
can't
really
believe
eating bologna on
We're
white
just
bread
the-
with extra mayo?"
We're just the token white people that you bring out on your Brown Boy podcast.
My God.
Then you're like, hey, you eat mayonnaise? I can't believe it. The blatant racism we're being subjected to. We are a people of culture.
Yeah, and yes, we do eat that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I eat bologna sandwiches
Okay.
sometimes. What of it?
That's what I asked, because I never seen that type of extra mayo in there. So I was like, oh, that's not normal.
I mean,
I got a sandwich at Jersey Mike's today, and it was really good.
Well, there
I
we
mean,
go.
I won't lie. White people do tend to like mayonnaise. So yeah, sure. You know that part in Avengers Endgame where Hawkeye's wife Velma is like,
Yes.
"You guys want mustard,
Right.
ketchup, or mayo on your hot dog?" And then Hawkeye's like, "What did you just say? Put mayo on a hot
Because he's
dog?"
deaf.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he said, "What
He
did you
is
say?"
deaf.
Because he can't hear it.
Yeah. Too many explosions. Too many Budapests.
Yes. And then the kid says, "I want ketchup."
Ketchup.
That's what he
Did
said.
you say that on
Yeah.
the sandwich?
Yeah.
No, you don't do that.
I remember
No.
the line. How can I forget
No,
that line?
Abrar's talking about the Endgame kid, not the Brink kid.
Oh, well, I
right,
thought
right.
you were saying Brink said he wanted ketchup on his bologna
Sorry.
sandwich.
Sorry.
Brink says,
That sounds-
"Oh, dude, just what I want." He skates
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I think he was being like passive aggressive, sarcastic too.
It's hard
There
to
you
tell
go.
with Brink.
He's very like, gnarly. He's a gnarly dude.
Don't put ketchup on your bologna sandwich. Don't do it. Well, you're not
No.
eating bologna, so you don't have to worry about it. But
Honestly, I'm not eating bologna unless it's fried. So
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, Abrar, you eat halal, so you can't. But if you were ever going to have bologna
bologna's not real meat, is it?
fried,
It's pork.
there's enough stuff in there that's definitely not halal.
Damn.
You fry it in a pan with a fried egg on some toast, with some hot sauce and nice cheddar cheese. That's a good breakfast sandwich right there.
There you go. You hear it here, folks.
Can you do spam, or is that the same thing?
What is Bam?
I don't really know.
So you know what's crazy? I learned this somewhat recently. I'm pretty sure, and I can fact check myself here while I say this. Spam. What it's short for is like special ham.
That's gross.
No. It's like the vegetarian of ham?
It's not
not
vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
It's just
But
canned.
why is it green?
It's green.
What?
Spam?
Bro,
hell
if you're looking at spam and it's green, it went bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not what that's supposed to look like.
There we go. Well, let's get into the plot here. On the first day of
you're thinking of green eggs and spam. That's a different.
yes.
Well, it's
That's
green eggs
also
and green eggs
not
and
the
ham.
name of the movie.
Yeah.
The book.
I need to get to my Dr. Seuss right here.
Yeah, when are we doing the Dr. Seuss
Cinematic
long?
universe.
series? Like, when are we doing that?
Maybe 2 years.
I don't want to watch the movie. Like, I don't want to watch Cat in the Hat the movie because it's an actual nightmare.
Yeah,
But I'll read the books.
yeah. We could do a read along. We could do that.
Yeah, that's what this audience needs. A read along of the places you'll go.
What this audience needs is us to stay on track and finish this thing. In
It's
under 30
too late
minutes.
for that.
Well,
Well,
on the
As long as we're already off track,
Yeah,
spam
Go for
musubi is very good.
it's very
Okay.
good.
It's like a sushi roll with like spam
The Hawaiians have figured out how to make.
fried in
Spam
teriyaki
food.
sauce. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'll get into that. On the first, no, I won't. On the first day, I won't. On the first day of school, Andy, Peter, and not the fat Brink, Jordy, sees Gabriella wearing a dress.
Uh-oh.
They were shocked. Val and his ex-blades came by and they took Peter's shoes and threw them on the cable wire and said,
like Mike.
like Mike. And they said later, wusses.
Ooh,
Bad word.
That's like
So
it's like a slur back then.
Is a slur back there. So what was the equivalent to wusses? Oh wait, I know what it is.
It's not something I want to say.
There
on
we
the
go.
show.
Yeah, I don't think we
Nope,
can say
That's
that.
something I want to say at all. Actually,
No,
he
no.
figured it out.
I figured it out right there. Never mind.
What's the
You
equivalent?
just gotta replace that W. Gabriella gave her shoes to Peter, and Andy said, "Dude, we are the soul skaters. They skate for fun, not for the money." Do you guys like the name Soul Skaters?
I like it. I think it's funny that they established their group has a name, and then spoilers when they all skate as a group later, they don't use that name.
It's not sponsor approved.
No, but it could
No.
have been Soul Skaters sponsored by
Mm,
whatever
The
they're
book
wearing the
says.
shirts. It's just I don't. It
Yeah.
seems like a missed opportunity. Also, it's interesting when this scene happened and like Gabriella shows up in the dress and she's like, "No, they made me wear a dress. Ew, I hate wearing dresses."
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna go somewhere. Like maybe her overbearing parents will show up later and be like, "Gabrielle, you can't roller skate. It's too dangerous and not ladylike." And she'll have a moment where she's like, "Mom, I love to skate, and that's what I'm gonna do because that's me." And they're like, "Yeah, woo!" They cheer you on at the end. No, this is the only time that never happens. It's really
Yeah.
just a scene meant to introduce us to the fact that Gabriella is not a girly girl.
Not
Yeah.
a girly girl.
Tom's boy.
But her big
Honestly-
overalls told us that. I didn't need to see this part.
True.
true.
Honestly, the restraint that the movie had for her to not be a love interest, it was honestly surprising.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm surprised that no one smooched her. I'm not as surprised I am that two other characters didn't smooch, but we'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. During science class, Brink has an idea to mess with Val as he was pointing at the earthworms. And yes, that is the dad from Even Stevens, who was the teacher in
Yeah.
that scene.
For like a split second, he's like,
Yeah.
he's in and out of the movie, just like that.
I mean, I get it is Disney, but if that's the scene, then he shouldn't be there. You pick someone else.
Mean. It's Disney. He's like he was already there. That might have
Yeah.
been the same school that they filmed Even Stevens.
Probably so. Probably. Well, the plan was to put the earthworms into Val's sandwich, and it worked. And it was nasty.
What do you think? What do you think this guy actually bit into?
Worms.
Mm,
You think it was actual worms?
Yeah,
feel like
it's favorite.
I think his favorite wrestler is the voodoo
The
boy,
boogeyman.
the boogeyman. There you go.
Boogeyman?
For some
Oh.
reason, I kept thinking of Papa Shango. It's a different guy.
I thought you were gonna say
Different
that.
guy.
If you told Papa Shango to eat worms, he'd be like, hell no.
Be like, no.
That's
I gotta
not
get
me.
on the hoe train.
Hello, train. Oh yes. Yeah, it was nasty when he was spitting it out. It was like all brown, and it was probably maybe mud, not mud. It was probably some like gooey stuff, I guess, that made it look really bad.
I don't know. What I do know is right after he bites into the worm sandwich is my favorite part of the entire movie, where that teacher comes around the corner and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he doesn't want to. I like when they all hold up the signs. That was funny. That was good comedic timing. Where
Yes.
they all held up the signs one after another that said, "Don't be a wuss." That's what it said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna say, "Don't be a narc." They're like gonna
Yeah.
threaten him, but no, it said, "Don't be a wuss."
At my school, it would have said narc.
And
For
then
sure.
and then he's like, "Oh, nothing, Mrs. Teacher Lady. I just thought I saw a bug." And she just looks him up and down. She's like, "Well, get over it." And she just leaves. Like, damn, lady, what's your problem?
She had
That-
enough with these kids.
That is a woman who has lost the love of her craft. She
Yes.
does not want to be a teacher anymore.
I thought you were gonna say has lost the love of her life, like her husband just died.
Oh, that
Oh,
too.
no.
I was like, how can you tell?
That also happens.
Well, Val wanted the Soul Skaters out back, and the
There
quick
you go.
the camera pans to Zach from the Power Rangers with the worst hairline I ever seen. It's like
That's just his hair. You're so mean.
no,
He's like a kid. He hasn't even started balding yet.
but when did Power Rangers started? Like 1991, two.
Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin would have started before this. But
By the way, he's not in a lot of it.
Mm.
I don't know when Mighty Morphin ended, and I don't know. See, this
There's only
is
2
what-
seasons.
You got the wrong white guy on this episode. Where's
I
Eddie? He knows all
You need the
about
Italian one.
all this. He'd be able to tell you.
Let me tell
He'd
you.
be
Let me
able
tell.
to- He'd be able to tell you. Don't message him now. It's too late.
No. I will look up when did Power Rangers started.
He'd be able
And-
to tell you when Mighty Morphin ended, and if Zach was on the next one.
He might be on the next one. So it started 1995. No, sorry. It first aired 1993 to 1995. And this
Yeah.
movie came out 1998.
9, 8.
Okay, so he was unemployed by now.
Yeah.
No, he may have been in the. He may have done more Power Rangers than just Mighty Morphin, right? What's after Mighty Morphin?
Buddy Borfin.
It's like zero.
Sounds Doesn't matter. It's
It
fine.
doesn't.
We'll figure it out. We'll have a whole extra episode later. It's fine.
For him. But yeah, that is. I mean, I would say I have a bad hairline, but his hairline was just. There's no edges. It was just round.
I thought he looked nice in this movie.
All right.
I was like, there he is.
All right.
I had no idea he was going to show up.
He showed up. The Soul Skaters and the X Blades race on school grounds. Boomer, which is Zach from Power Rangers, the Black Ranger. He played for the X Blades. He is seriously injured during the race, causing Brink to stop mid-race to help him. Brink and the other racers are caught and suspended. Brink learns that his family is in financial trouble. His father, Ralph, has been on disability for 6 months and is unsure if he will ever get the job back when he's well. So, a lot of real things happening in Brink here.
Yeah. Go on. I had nothing to add.
I mean, it goes
Mhm.
it goes straight forward here, so it's just good. Brink secretly goes against what he believes and joins the team X Blades for $200 a week as a replacement for Boomer. After his 30-second audition, one of Valve's requirements is to respect him and his X Blades friends. It was a tough decision.
A couple of things here is $200 a week is like that's nothing. Like he almost immediately after this gets a second part-time job that his dad signs him up for, where he would work like 3 days after school, and he would almost certainly make more than $200 even in 1999 a week at that job.
I don't know.
So it's like, what's going on here?
part-time job for like a high schooler. What was minimum wage back then? I bet it was plenty
$4.
low. And then I mean, I don't disagree with you looking at it from today's standards, like $200 a week, like we can't live off of that. But looking at also like he's supposed to be like 16. He's like a high schooler who already spends all his spare time skating. So if he just like gets a spare $200 a week for just skating, then it's just like, well, hell yeah, dude. That's the funniest thing. Very quickly, they establish the soul skaters are like, we don't skate for money. We skate because we love to skate. And if you skate for money, you're a sellout dork. And then this guy, like, he can make money off of doing the thing that he loves. And that's like, is that not the American dream?
That's the American dream.
To be able to forge your living doing something you really love doing. And like they could technically all do that.
Yeah.
But then his dad is in like financial trouble. He's got a bad back. They keep telling us that. The car exploded.
The car's gone.
And then he's like, I need to make money, and I can make good money and help my family by skating, which I'm good at. And then he has to keep it a secret because if his friends find out, they're gonna disown him. It's like this is weird.
It is weird.
And then it's also
I understand it from the friend's point of view as well, especially considering that Brink does lie to them.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, the whole sellout culture. I understand the idea behind selling out, and selling out does suck. But like, dude, like, what if I kept thinking throughout the movie, like, it being his dad having a back problem is so specifically not life threatening.
Yeah.
Like, if his dad had a heart problem, him earning the money would be a different story. He'd be like, shut up, friends. I'm doing this with the evil skaters because my dad's going to die.
Yeah.
But it had to be a back problem so that it wasn't that necessary, I guess.
Yeah. But we all know that he actually just wanted to hang out with Team X-Blade so that he could make out with Val.
Oh, he was smooching.
He was smooching the whole time.
Hey, I
like
said
you can
before.
tell, right? You can tell.
Yes.
Because the scene where he goes to try out, there's all these other guys, mostly in their 40s for some reason, who are skating all over the place and they're doing tricks and then whatever. There's like 4 tricks that you can do in inline skates, and they did them all. But but Val was like, ugh, I don't like any of these guys. Get him out of here. And then he tries to, when Brink shows up, he tries to nag him, and when he starts walking away, he's like, whoa, no. Let's make out. Let's kiss.
He's
and then for the rest of the movie, he stands like a little too close.
He's
very
so
close.
He's so manipulative. He's so toxic.
They should have smooched.
It's so Abrar. I'm sorry. I'm going to say a word on your podcast. I don't know if you know what yaoi is.
Yeah,
I do not.
Google it. Google it right now. Image search.
Don't Google it.
Save search off.
How do you spell it?
YAOI.
Okay, at this point, Daniel's telling you to Google it, not me.
YAOI. Image search. Save search off.
No, it's on images.
Don't image search.
God!
Why did you image search? Why did you listen?
Guys, whoever is listening now, do not search that term.
Long story short,
Or
it's
do,
boys
it's
kissing
your time.
boys.
No,
Which is what this movie should have been. Really.
it should have been.
It's
It should have
almost
been-
what it was.
It should have been Val and Brink making out.
If it was made now, I can see it can happen.
Yeah, my gritty reboot of Brink will include a homoerotic subplot between Val and Brink.
Well, again, it was a tough decision for Brink, as like when Daniel Bryan joined the Wyatt family. Kind of like that.
All right, we could keep coming back to the Wyatt family in this episode. I genuinely couldn't have predicted that before I got on the call.
Thank you. And Brink goes home and hides his X-Blades equipment before anyone could see him. We are now at the dinner table, and the dad, Ralph, didn't want his son to spend even more time skating, so he forbids him from taking the job. However, of course, Brink disobeys him. Again, I don't get the dad. let him skate. If he loves to skate, let him skate.
Yeah. Yeah, but the dad's mad
He's
because
just
his
mad.
back hurts.
He's a bit angry.
Yeah.
He's not the best TV dad. You know what I mean?
No,
Like Smart House Dad was better.
he takes
Sure.
a hard left turn coming up. Here he goes babyface. But
Yes.
as of right now, he's just so grumpy dad in the way that it doesn't fit. I really like the conversation that he has with Brink coming up. I think because when we talked about Smart House, we were like the scene where the kid and the dad have that discussion. It was a really good scene, heartfelt scene, most heartfelt thing in the movie. And I think the scene that the father and son have in this movie is similar on the same level.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't match with how the dad's been acting up to that point. He's just like, my stupid son's so happy. I'm going to make him get a job because I hate him. He's skating all the time and he shouldn't be skating. And then, spoilers, when we get to that conversation, he's like, I bought you your skates because I loved to skate. It's like, how? What? No.
Well, we're at the baking class, and Brink was about to tell his friends the big news, but Val showed up and started. Yeah.
This guy, he's like, oh, hey, what's up, sissies, with your
Yeah.
aprons cooking? This class that's required that we all have to take that I did earlier, but no one was here to make fun of me. It's like, what are you doing, you idiot?
Yeah, he was bragging. Gabriella calls Val a jerk, and Val asked Brink, "Is that true? Am I a jerk?" Brink is like, "No." So he is joining the dark side at this moment against his friends.
I guess.
Ralph, the dad, being unaware that his son took the job, and since Brink said he wanted to work, Daniel mentioned Ralph got him a part-time job at Pup and Suds, a dog grooming business. But even though Brink doesn't know anything about animals, the dad says, "Well, you babysit your sister, Katie, right? It's the same thing." Wow.
He doesn't have to. He didn't have to learn how to express his sister's glands, though. So that's a pretty different beast altogether, I would say.
That's
Not touching that one. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The hell,
Pretty
Dad?
gross.
Abrar's never had a dog. He doesn't even know about glands.
Doesn't know what that means. Yeah, pretty gross though.
All right.
I'm not gonna tell you.
No, don't tell
I
me.
already.
You made me look up that word. I can't do anything else.
It has to do
Are you
with their
saying
butts,
that word
Abrar.
because you were so disturbed by two men kissing that you can't say it, or because you can't remember what it was?
No, when you search in Google Images, it went even worse than that.
Abrar's
Uh-huh.
Abrar's like that guy from that old Vine. Stand back! I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have pets, right?
Yeah.
Is it hard to groom or clean them every day, or do you guys do it every day?
As a pet owner, is it hard to groom them?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm showing my privilege here, but you just take them into the groomer.
Yeah, you take them
So
to
you
the
do
good
that?
old pup and suds.
Or alternatively, you can't afford it, and so you don't.
I know cats
No.
clean themselves.
I'm being
I mean-
facetious here. Yeah. So unless a cat is having like health problems,
Mhm.
most of the time you don't have to clean it or anything like that. They got themselves handled. Dogs tend to go outside so they can get muddy or dirty. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it depends on the dog, right? So like if you have like a small friendly beagle, you can
Mhm.
wash it.
You just
And-
throw it in the dishwasher.
Throw it in the tub, you wash it, scrub it
Okay.
with its little pet shampoo, and you pull it out, dry it off, and it's happy. If you have a husky like I do, it's a bit of a different story because there's a lot of fur. And
Yeah.
that fur's everywhere, so that's why you save up your money and you take them to the groomer,
Gotcha. Yeah.
and then it becomes Brink's problem.
It's Brink. You're giving it to Brink. Brink manages to keep his other job and explains a secret from his family and friends by juggling school and both jobs and practice with the soul skaters. It's like that little montage there.
I thought it was so funny. The little montage where he's, working hard and then he's skating and then he comes home.
Yeah.
He's doing his homework in his bed. And then the mom comes in like, oh, he's been working so hard. He fell asleep. I'll cover him up because he's so exhausted. And it says that like he's sound asleep by 11:30. It's like, dude, that's more sleep than most high school kids are getting. What are you talking about?
Maybe it was a different time back then. I don't know. I'm guessing he woke up when, like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. at least.
Well, the school's at like 8, and he's a
Right.
skater, so he's not waking up early.
Yeah.
If anything, he's waking up late. So no, he's getting like 9 hours of sleep. He's fine.
All right.
Now,
Again-
when we went to high school, Abrar, were you like a get to school early kind of kid? Did you ride the bus?
Yeah, were you a nerd?
So elementary, my parents or whoever
I said
dropped me off.
high school. You're doing
High school?
extracurriculars. I didn't.
I am. High school, yeah, I took the bus, but I remember missing my bus every time. Not every time.
Then you
Every
didn't
time.
take the bus.
No,
Yeah.
not every time. Sorry, a few times.
Must have been
I
nice
woke up
to
early for it.
have a bus. I walked to school.
Oh, I mean, you're right there.
No, the street that Daniel lived on it's within walking distance to the school. It's just far enough that it's
Yeah.
like an annoying walk, and
Yeah.
but it's still close enough that the bus doesn't go to that neighborhood. And I know
pretty-
this
that's pretty great.
because I lived on the same street.
there you go.
Only for like the first year though. Then you moved.
Oh, I
Well,
lived
first you
there-
moved.
I lived there for-
further away, and then you moved closer.
I lived there for 3 of the 4 years of high school.
Did you? It's all a blur.
Yeah.
I remember my first day of school, sophomore year, when I took the bus. It was scary because I don't know anybody. I was a new
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
I remember that first day. I don't think I met you guys on the first day.
Did you find
You
a guy
didn't-
like Val and smooch him?
No, I didn't actually smooch the Val.
Hmm.
What about Cliff or Boney Bob or Mo with the gimpy leg?
I smooched with Cliff. I can put that on record. I'll put that on record right there.
Bro, I didn't meet you until junior year.
Junior, right? Yeah.
Yeah, junior year. Junior year, I sit down in math class. It's algebra 2. I'm just like, all right, let's get this class going. And then this little fellow walks in, and he's like, "Hey, you like Batman?"
I think
I'm like, yeah, man, I do like Batman. He's like, "Hey, I got him on Blu-ray." I'm like, okay.
I think because you were wearing a Batman shirt, I was like, I need friends. So I think that's what I did. For Daniel, I don't remember. I think you were friends of friends, so we just became close after that. I think.
Yeah, people kept talking about you, and then I knew that I should avoid you. So
I mean, you should.
yeah.
But it's too late now.
And he's claimed you.
Oh no.
When Mr. Brink was doing all this stuff, however, his job, Jordy and Gabrielle and Peter are aware of this, him missing training time because Brink told them that he was working there, at the pub and stuff, I think, for a while, and Brink told them that the X Place has a new member. He said he looks either Native American or Korean.
Those are two very different ethnicities.
Yeah, those
Very.
people they don't look the same.
There's another line that it made me laugh. I cracked up, but we'll get into that. And the next morning, Brink pretends to be sick for the invitational when the Peter walked into his room. However, Jordy, Gabrielle, and Peter discover the truth when they catch him skating for the X Blades on the invitational prior for the local competition. Jordy said,
That guy doesn't look Korean.
"That kid doesn't look Korean." That made me pop.
It's because he's not.
He's not Korean at all. And how you know he's Korean? Could be Japanese, could be Chinese, could be Taiwanese.
Was he not wearing the sunglasses at that time also?
I don't think. I think he was.
He was, but I mean, look. First of all, I mean, I know they weren't there for it, But first of all, the disguise is pointless because when he first goes up to do the thing, they're like,
They yell out his
Andy
name.
Brinkman. Like, if they had
Yeah.
gotten there 4 seconds earlier and not missed the bus, then they would have just heard them say his name over the loudspeaker to the collected 25 people who care about inline skating. But no, instead they had to recognize him by the curvature of his butt or whatever it was that they saw.
Absolutely, that's what it was. His butt's not Korean.
Uh-huh.
Too flat to be Korean.
Could be Native American, but we have to be closer to make sure.
Yeah.
That's the butt of a man who eats extra mayo with his bologna.
Oh, he's got a baloney butt.
Yeah.
Well, Brink's friends feel he betrayed them and chose to ignore him upon discovering his alignment. The Team X Blades. Have you guys ever had a friend who betrayed you like this?
Yes,
Yep.
Do you like to say the name now?
It was Abrar.
it was a bar.
Damn. What did I do?
You know what you did.
Yeah, I know. Well, Brink tries to rejoin the Soul Skaters, but is casted out. Val offers Brink a chance to rejoin the X-Blades, but the team won't hold him, leaving him against them. The next scene, we see the dad, Ralph, talking to Brink at night by the porch, talking about not being happy. He said, I'm here for you for anything. I'm here for anything, my son. My son.
My son.
My son.
If Russell Crowe was the dad, then this movie's 5 out of 5. But
If
it's
Russell
not.
Crowe was the dad, the budget of this movie would have been 4 times as much to pay for him.
No, he would have
No.
done it for free. I know.
Yeah, he would have done it for
have.
free, take a pay cut. He would do anything for Brink.
He would do anything for Brink.
Quote me on that, anybody who's listening. While scouting while scouting, don't do it. While scouting the route for the downhill leg of the upcoming competition, the Soul Skaters and the Team X-Blades agreed to do a downhill race with Gabriella against Brink. There's one point where Val says, "Go back to Mexico to Gabriella," but Gabriella says, "I'm from Peru, you son of a bitch."
Yeah.
Man, this is a very problematic movie.
Val's just a problematic guy.
Yeah, he is. And he gets very close to Brink.
Oh, all that yaoi.
Now I know the term. And I discovered the term cheeks a few days ago.
There's no way you only just. First of all, I'm a little concerned about how yaoi led you to cheeks. But second of all, there's no way that you only just heard the term cheeks.
I heard the term cheeks after a few weeks. I was like, oh, that's a term.
Abrar, your jets are cheeks.
Yes,
They
they
are
are.
cheeks.
They've been cheeks for 20 years.
They rancid cheeks.
Oh, they are. Well, Brink said, I don't want to skate you again. I don't want to skate against you, Gabriella. But she said, when you woke up in the morning, did you ask yourself, today I'm going to talk or am I going to skate?
Ooh,
I love
threw it
the
back in his
callback.
face.
Yeah, I love the callback. During the race, Val sabotaged the course by tossing gravel onto the road, but tells Brink to take a different route. Gabriella wipes out big and sustains cuts and bruises. Brink realizes what Val did. Dude, that's messed up.
Yeah.
It was a nasty fall.
The makeup on it looked pretty good on her arm. I think they might have
Mhm.
just really thrown her down a flight of stairs or something.
Possible.
Probably.
It was Nickelodeon. This was Quiet on Set era.
They threw some 30-year-old stunt woman down a flight of stairs. Because when she was tumbling, I was like, that's a different lady.
Yeah, it was a
Yes.
full-grown woman.
Well, she took it hard. Brink
Easy now.
Brink visits Gabriella at her house and calls him a sellout. Ralph learns about the accidents from Gabriella's mother, and Brink confesses that he took the job with the X-Blades, even though he was told not to. The next scene. This is the heartwarming scene we've all been waiting for here. Ralph, the dad, has a heart-to-heart with Brink and asks him why he didn't tell didn't tell the family about it. Brink finally confesses his true reasons for joining the Team X-Blades and wanting to be a somebody from it. He admits that though he got what he wanted, it has got him to a mess. Brink mentions he has lost his friends and doesn't have fun skating with the X-Blades. Ralph, the dad, reveals that although the family is in financial trouble, deep trouble, Brink should not be skating for money, and he should rather be skating for fun. Do you guys love this babyface turn with Ralph, the dad?
Yeah, it's yeah. It's a little silly where he's like, "Son, my son, why wouldn't you tell me about your skating for money?" He says, well, because Dad, you specifically told me not to do it, and you already hate me, and I didn't want to get in trouble. That's why.
Yeah, Dad, I was lying to you. Don't you understand?
Honestly. Well, inspired by his father, Brink confronts
His what?
Val. His father. His
what?
His Faja. I love gold. We'll do Austin Powers podcast another time. We will get into that.
I won't be on that one.
It's just me saying gold.
Yeah,
that's why I won't be there.
It'll just be Abrar.
Yeah, it'll just be me. Yeah, inspired by his Faja.
Brink, no, he's gonna say it every time now.
Brink confronts Val at the local boardwalk. He quits Team X-Blades and returns the gear, skates, and helmets.
He throws it on the pizza.
Yeah. Is that normal?
I also like the because Val is there with all his like evil friends, I guess, and whatever girls are with him.
And only the one friend is evil, right?
Some
one of them, yeah.
Because Boomer Jacks, he's a nice guy, a nice enough guy, and then the quiet, handsome one, just like he's fine. He doesn't do nothing. He don't even say nothing.
There's the little frosted tips.
Yeah,
kid
it's
who's
Spike
like,
Head who sucks ass.
Well, so he like flip flops just like the dad does. Flip flops more than Big Show because at some points he's like, "Don't worry, man. Brink will be here. He's a good guy, and he's our friend now." And then as soon as like Brink quits the team, like, "Hey, I'm evil again too, stupid." It's like pick a lane. But yeah, Val is sitting there, and someone like got him a milkshake, and he's like, "What you got? You got me strawberry. I'm not a girl. Ugh. Give me the chocolate." It was just like, dude, just drink a milkshake.
Well, Brink tossed that milkshake.
Yeah, I was gonna say that milkshake looked watery as hell. It was not a good milkshake anyway.
It looked like it was like in a cup of mud. It was like in that one scene. He's like,
oh,
like it's all brown.
So
cup of dirt.
Val and Brink. Val and Brink.
Right.
One cup.
You know, last Disney Watch.
You don't have to say anything.
last rewatch of Disney, it was rated R. And again, another rated R Disney rewatch here. I love it.
I didn't say anything.
You knew about that, but you didn't know the word cheeks?
Bro said he watched it.
Watched it?
He watched it.
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Do not watch it.
Can you even still watch it?
No,
probably not. Well, there's got to be something. The internet is dark and full of horrors.
I agree. But yes, Brink. Let's move on here. Brink shoved milkshake.
Don't say shoved.
Didn't know it. Didn't know how he was. But
why would you?
But had that on his bookmarks.
Brink shoved his one cup.
No.
It's a good thing it wasn't strawberry.
Is this the part you're gonna clip and put on TikTok?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
He can't because he won't know what footage to put when we're talking about.
Oh, he knows the footage.
No.
TikTok just needs to allow it.
Well, TikTok's about to be banned in 9 days, so
and there's nothing stopping you.
Well, it won't be abandoned. It'll be gone in America, right? So you could post it, and then no one would ever know.
Yeah, here we go.
No one here.
Yeah,
our
international viewers who I'm sure hate us by now, they'll get it.
They're the ones listening.
Hi.
What are you doing? If you're listening right now, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I have viewers from or listeners from Peru. That's where Gabrielle is from. So
Oh,
there you go.
this is for you then.
Just for them, for Peru, the Peruvians.
Representation.
Thank you. That's what I do. So when that happened, Val charges at Brink, but Boomer, our goat, stops him and calls him a fool for not thinking any outcome of his actions, especially when he injured Gabriella. That's why he's the GOAT. That's why he is my Black Ranger, my Black Power Ranger.
Yes, I agree.
That's why he's the GOAT.
That's what I'm talking about. However, Brink doesn't point out his problems because of his stupidity. For preference, he assures him that he's no fun to skate with. By the time he storms off the scene, along with Boomer, he makes a bet with Val. And then in the days before the competition, Brink meets his friends at the skate yard after giving them new skates. Brink tells them of his plan to sponsor the team under the new name, Team Pup and Suds.
Then why not Soul Skaters? We
Yeah.
are. We're finally here.
Here we are.
I like that he's like, oh, the job that I've had, I'm using the money from that kind of because I got 4 months advance. Now he has to work slave labor for 4 months to pay this off. But I'm using my job to sponsor, which also technically that's not how sponsoring works. Like, yeah. So you're paying for everything, so you're the sponsor, but you can't use Pup and Sud's like name and picture
unless that was
without
the
their
only
permission.
reason that they like gave him the advance. I guess
Maybe
They
they're
didn't say
like,
so.
we'll give you the advance, but you got to wear these stupid T-shirts.
We're gonna assume that's what's happening there because if not, then he doesn't get a
Also,
sponsoring
like,
work.
I'm sorry, so you can buy all this stuff with the money from work, but you can't just do that at the beginning and not have to go make out with Val in a creepy like cave.
Well, he made out with Val first, and then his dad got him the job, and then he's like, I could have done this instead of the yaoi.
True. Do you think that his dad, because like in his time that he's been stuck at home with his broken back, do you think that he's like become a yaoi artist? Is that what you mean by?
No, but you know what? I'm starting to come to a realization about the dad.
Yeah.
Because at the end of this, he's like, I got my job back, which begs the question, like, could he have gotten his job back from the start?
Well, he was out on disability. Did he
no. So
lose his job in the first place?
I believe that he hurt his back on the job.
Yeah.
And that he had to. But then, how long ago did he realize, like, oh, I might be able to go back? How long has he been doing what I'm going to call the Grandpa Joe?
The Grandpa Joe.
From Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
How long has he been laying in that bed? And then the second he's like, Dad, I took out 4 months' pay. I got a golden ticket. He's up. I'm gonna watch my son rollerblade.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I gotta get out of this house. My son's about to make out with another man.
I gotta be there to draw it.
I gotta be there to take pictures for reference.
Oh, the dad was the photographer from the beginning.
Yeah, he was in disguise. Yeah.
Oh no. This is good theories here, guys. Good theories.
Not a theory. This is real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brink's dad is a yaoi artist. A stealth yaoi artist.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
the title of this episode will be Brink Yaoi ? And then the shocked face emoji.
Yeah.
I might do it. Well,
Hey, I'll ship Val and Brink. Why not?
thank you.
How old are they?
Older than us.
Oh, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true. Okay.
Very old. Well, yeah. So you got the new name. When questioned, Brink admits he got an advance from the puppet studs from his wages to pay the skates, of course. They forgive Brink and they accept him as a friend again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you call true friends. as friends once again. They compete in the competition with their family's support. The dad showed up and reveals that he will be back to work. And Brink is like, thumbs up, thumbs down. And Brink's dad's like, I got it. And they're like, yeah. Good news.
Brink is 42 and Val is 43.
Wow.
Oh, they're pretty much the same age.
Yeah, they're
Pretty
perfect
much
for each other.
Yep.
There we go. In the end,
Val has aged way better.
oh, not Brink.
like way better.
Oh, I know he's on Cameo.
Which one? Both of them?
Brink. I don't know about Val.
Why didn't you
I
get
don't
a
Brink
Brink cameo for this?
Yeah,
I think he was not accepting them right now.
I think you need to get a job at Pup and Suds so you can pay for
your cameo addiction.
pay for your yaoi addiction.
Hey,
Cameo addiction.
I have not gotten a Cameo for maybe what was the last time I got it? Maybe 10 years ago? Not 10, excuse me.
10 years.
Years ago.
A few
How long have
years
I been doing this podcast?
Yeah, you
trapped.
threatened me with a Survivor cameo like weeks ago.
I did, yeah. I think that was the last one.
The
I
Survivor
remember.
one that you got for Daniel Fantasy Football may have been the last one.
It might be the last one. I will say I have cameos that I haven't used them yet. So watch out for them.
Who are they for?
Oh, you'll see.
Now I'm scared. I don't want this.
Well, in the end,
how many booms am I gonna give this cameo? 5 big booms?
boom, 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 boom.
That was only 4.
4? Yeah. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh no, that's a song. In the end, it comes down to Brink and Val in the championship race. Katie, advice is skate better, Brink.
Skate
You guys-
better.
Yeah, do you guys like that?
Oh, skate
She had-
better.
she had no
Mom,
lines.
skate better.
She had no lines, but she had this one big line and it helped Brink.
She was right, and it helped. So
It did.
yeah.
Throughout the downhill championship, Val continuously attempts to shove Brink off the course. When Val crashes off the course, Brink returns to help him up. Good friend or a good person.
Cool.
Val, his heart is on his sleeve, you know?
He wanted it to end like Cars, the first Cars,
Oh, yes.
but it didn't.
He didn't.
Instead it ended like the pod race from Star Wars Phantom Menace.
Ooh.
This kind of became the pod race a little bit.
A little bit. I liked it. It came out the same year or around the same year.
Close enough.
Maybe Star Wars copied Brink.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
Val yanks Brink to the ground and tried to get a head start, while ESPN cameras stream the interaction onto onlookers. After getting up with Val in the lead, Brink takes a shortcut to win the race. Yeah, he took that little alley and took over, and he won. Immediately after the race, Val storms off. Team X-Blade's manager. We forgot about the manager here. He showed up in the beginning, but his name is Jimmy. Do you guys like Jimmy?
No.
He's more of a scumbag. He saw Val's cheating and kicked him off the team. Offers Brink.
I think he killed him. Because we don't ever see him again.
True.
As soon as Brink wins, we never see Val again, and the movie ends.
He says that cheating thing real bad.
So Jimmy comes in, he's like, I saw that cheating, now he's sleeping with the fishes. I think he's gone. He's dead.
Jimmy Falcone.
Jimmy Falcone. Oh, geez.
And I don't care.
Well, Jimmy.
That's it. That's my time. I'm leaving, folks. Goodbye.
No. Jimmy offers Brink captain to the X-Blades team, whose members reconcile with Brink. Discuss it over their former leader's cheating. However, Brink declines the offer. He happily rejoins the Soul Skaters and receives the trophy. He got the trophy above his head, and the end.
Freeze frame, baby.
Freeze frame. I always love a good freeze frame there. My last question for you guys is: now we went through this Brink movie. When we watched 2 Disney movies, so which do you guys prefer? The Smart House Dad or the Brink Dad?
Just the
of the
dads?
two dads? Smart House
House Dad.
Dad. 100% Smart House.
Yeah, obviously Smart House Dad.
I will highlight that.
He's a better dad. He's more handsome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what? Like, there's in no way is Brink Dad better.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget Smart House Dad was kind of like willfully turning an eye to his son losing his childhood to take care of the family.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, whatever, you know. But this dad didn't do anything wrong necessarily, but
He was mad that his son was happy.
yeah, there's that. So I think the Smart House Dad is still my answer.
All right. I'll highlight Smart House Dad for the next upcoming Disney rewatch. And let's see if that.
The fathers?
Well,
the
right now for the Fajas, I'm doing like an elimination round pretty much. So we had the first first Disney dad.
There's gonna be some of these movies where there is no dad.
Then they'll take over them. The
Mom's
previous.
Got a Date with a Vampire? That one cannot possibly have a dad. If
with
Mom's dating.
the vampire.
Oh, I guess we did the vampire.
We never put him in.
Halloween Town I don't think has a dad.
We'll play it by ear. But yeah, so the dad to beat is the Smart House Dad.
At the moment, yes.
Oh, Abrar, I'm looking at one of these movies, and there's a dad here that's gonna win.
Ooh.
Well, do I say it? Because it spoils the movie we're gonna do.
Don't say it. Just tell me off the record.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, so that was Brink. Great movie. It was my first time watching it, and I liked it. It's a very SoCal, dude movie. I liked it.
I compared it to Rocket Power.
Yes, it is very Rocket Power-esque, I'll say. I agree with that. All right, that's why we loved it. And for that, Daniel, where can they find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter or Blue Sky at Daniel J. McGee or at my personal YouTube channel, Daniel McGee.
Fantastic. Any projects you're waiting to come out, or you want to keep that secret?
We'll probably be able to plug that on the next thing we do here. I think.
All right. And what about you, Skyler? Where can they find you? Are the drones on your way?
Drones.
New Jersey.
Blue Sky, Skyler 8-bit. Give it a shot. Maybe I'll post something there one day. Who knows?
We never know. And of course, you can follow. You're listening on Spotify. Please follow on Spotify. I do care about the rest of the streaming services, but on Spotify, just follow me there at Bromber Wonder Podcast. And for that, we should say the skater line. What was it?
Oh, don't be a wuss.
No, not that one. The other one. The Soul Skaters catchphrase.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. No, that's Thundercats.
What?
They're Thundercats.
What's the catchphrase?
I don't know. You brought it up.
Goodbye. That's the end.
All right. We'll figure out next.